Hey, special quickie on the Sabbath. Rock and roll priestess or goddess with the dragon that double trouble. Sabbath special Saturday, gonna go get some pizzas. It's 3:53 p.m. Was a bit moody, but my anonymous friend made some jokes and I sang some rock and roll. You know, I sing on the spot, but sometimes I don't get to write them down right away. But always inspire some good rock and roll. Always I'm ready for another show. I ain't got no bills to pay, I already paid. Gotta go so that you know we gonna slay. On the toes, up on the floors, up. For the firefighters, butchers, bakers, electricians, and the plumbers. Gotta rock and tick and talk with a head of a car, H-A-W-K. I hope that Kissx, black and white, and rainbow gonna be okay. Yeah, rock and roll 24/7. I think my anonymous friend got me this shirt. And, you know, most of the things that I got, I moved here where I have really nothing. Where I moved in, I'm gonna turn my head left or right, and we're going on a strike here. The public transportation soon to go on a strike. Watch the car. Red, my favorite color. Gotta get it on the go. Gotta get it for the left, for the right, and for my anonymous friend here, my cousins, aunties, uncle, cousins here in the great North American Civilizational Complex, a Dragon versus Trump event. Let's see, the gas went up again, 2 cents. It's a bit chilly. It's a bit chilly, you know. Financially stressed, but grateful. Gotta watch the cars, cousin. My cousin there, watch the car when you cross the street. Gonna go cross to the lights, best. Gonna go cross to the lights. Gotta watch like a hawk, you know. Because when I'm in the public we got added responsibilities, duties and obligations reciprocally, you know. Me for you and you for me in the public, you know. And maybe that's what I was saved by the goddess. Because I guess I'm on my 4th rebirth, already died a few times, died during COVID. And you know, that's what I gotta do with that. And just gonna go check those out right there, you know. Check those. And now I'm gonna have to rush. Hot. Not really that rush, because I calculated the velocity and it's turning the other way, so I'm safe. But this is why I wanted to come here, see? La 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 la. Look at that. This is why I wanted to come. Look at those, aren't they just gorgeous? Hey? Look at those. Those also, hey? Look at those, hey? Those are super nice. Those ones as well, hey? There we go. Super nice, the colorfulness of them. It's like still there in October, you know, and I love yellow flowers. Red, R-E-D. Red's my favorite color, what I said. Play black and white and rainbow, but I see colorful gardens like that. I always gotta show them off a little bit, you know, because I guess we gotta get on that drill. So here in my neighborhood, Hakala, Montreal, for the firefighters, butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, electricians, the plumbers. Gonna go get a little bit of that good pizzas, you know, special. Gonna get for me and my anonymous friends some pizzas and check a little bit of the Halloween. Halloween's coming in 6 days, you know, so that's how we gotta get drilling with that. And she's already putting a little bit of there on the corner on the side, and that's how we got on that, and that's how we gotta get that rock and rolling, you know. For the firefighters, the butchers, the bakers, the nurses, the doctors, the plumbers, the electricians, the welders, and this is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't Mother Nature just the coronation with the red and the green, just gorgeous? Look at that. Wow. Isn't that wow? Like, look at that beauty. This natural beauty here on the autumn, you know, you just get kind of that perfection, you know what I'm saying? Perfection. With a little bit of darkness, I guess, dark ways, in a negative sense. And my auntie there smiles at me, say, hey weirdo. I know I'm a weirdo. I have Asperger's, I have that HFA, high functioning autism, and I have this neurodivergence, you know, I discuss it often. I'm no longer hiding it or embarrassed about it or anything to be shamed about, because it's not an illness, it's not a disease, you know. It's not a disease. Look at those spiders! Are you a disease? No! Because we wave. We spiders, we wave. Spider webs that you can't humans be. Better respect us, that but gargoyle. Yeah, that's what it is, you know. That's what it is. With me 24/7 rock and roll, you know. Sports and fitness, and I guess we're gonna go get the drill here. Gonna go check out that one. Last time we went by the other side, I was gonna go there by the other side, but we're just gonna zigzag it as we're gonna go get some pizza, but I gotta get there before 5, and here we got a little bit of funny one. Hey, a little bit of funny. Love that Halloween. Special Sabbath event, you go. It's a special type of witch, eh? Special type of smiley. I'm a good witch. I make trees grow and the gardens bloom. And I got some wisdom. I'm a scientist. Hey, scientist and the witch. Maybe they're a couple, you know. Kind of go all together, maybe. Assume much, know little, eh? And that beautiful red right there, see? Isn't that just gorgeous? Is that just amazing? Look at that. See how nice it is there? Really something special, you know? Really something special, and that's what it is with that. And that's why we gotta get drilling on that left or right, and in the middle right there, and that's what we got, you know? The drill, you know, for the left and for the right, and for the middle to be seen, and in that we got another decoration there, says do not enter. I believe I see it blurred, and there we got another beautiful autumn colors here, surrounded by beautiful autumn colors. And again, I love Halloween, you know what I mean. Please. I mean, 6 days left, but I wanted to see the reduction of the Halloween cost, the candies, you know. I really wanted to see them all reduced to like a big reduction. I want to see a big reduction, you know, half price, like 50%, you know. That's what I wanted to see. And we got some voting going on, but I'm not decided yet. I'm a pro-labor, I love universal revolutionary centrist, but I'm a philosopher myself, you know, and not just an artist-athlete, but an independent geopolitical theoretical analyst and theorist, and was always putting it for that double trouble rock and roll, you know, and I gotta get that loving here, you know. Got some voting going on. Montreal, Hawk Island, 2.5 million people, big island, eh? We speak that French, English, we double trouble it, rock and roll like Celine Dion, and gotta get that artist, and I'm just financially stressed now, you know. I'm on my 4th rebirth. I died, I was depressed, suicidal, and survived a vicious surprise attack years and years ago, and hit in the head a few times, hit my head on the ground, I was bloodied up, and had a dislocated right arm. I have to go retrieve the archives from the Jewish General Hospital, and I moved a few years ago from a very moldy place. I used to live in it was like a tight prison cell where I used to live in, still on the island of Montreal. I didn't even have a bathtub. I'm glad I have one now. Maybe I'll take a bath tomorrow, not today. I'm not gonna take a bath today because I showered. Look at that. Encouraging all to work out, train, exercise. Really has been, is, and will be my medicine and therapy of choice. Speaking of working out, see my uncle there. Get a few more miles, doing a little bit of that jogging. Always good to see that in the neighborhood. It's always sports and fitness. Dancing is my favorite sport. You know, I'm androgynous, pansexual, part of the LGBTQ community, you know, but it's always sports and fitness, rock and roll and geopolitics. And now what's beautiful red here? Red, what I said. Tree, that's the autumn that you see. Who's gonna dance? See that you be. That's the nature, that perfection. She got dark and thunder, lightning, yeah. This is Mother Nature, goddess, yeah, always goddess. It's always God bless and goddess kiss, you know. For me, it's always God bless and goddess kiss. Here we're auctioning this. Import-export business. We can start with leaves, eh? Import-export leaves, and that's why I wanted to go see that over there. We're just gonna wait for the bike to pass, to cross safely, you know, because I got responsibilities towards other citizens in the public, and my fellow citizens also have reciprocity for me, so it's always a more individual and the collective balancing of responsibilities, duties, and obligations with the rights, eh? With the rights, civilization being a privilege, eh? All the highways, the buildings that were built by the public works, eh? It's always go public works goes, and we gotta balance the public works, and here's what I wanted to see. This is so nice. You see the witch there? See the witch? I like the witch. Kind of looks like that red there, and it's kind of nice. Super nice. This one is a funny one. This one is really cool. It's really nice. Good job. Good job with that. Halloween is nice, you know. That's what it is, and that's how we gotta get on that love. I love Halloween, you know, something which we got, you know, to be, and I love Halloween, and I just happy about Halloween for the children. But I wish if I would have been a millionaire, a billionaire, what I would have done, you know, I would have just went hired some people and go house to house. Well, to go to see who wants to get finance to put the decorations, you know. And my aunties and uncle there came out and said, "Who's this weirdo?" And I love Halloween, you know. So anybody who's got decorations, I love it, and the children gonna love it with that. That's gonna get on that loving side of things, you know. Look at how branches, just beautiful there, Mother Nature again, branching out from the haze. We observe in nature sometimes. It's got her ways, which sometimes we gotta just a bit humble ourselves in a way, you know. Love that. Love that rock and roll, and we gotta love my aunties and uncles here in the great collective, you know, and my brothers and sisters in the 50 states, always for the 10, the 50, and the 3, eh? It's always 63 North American integral, North and South, and we gotta get on that spider loving, you know, that's what we got. And look at that spider, red and black and white, red and black and white, red and black and white. Oh yeah, I really love this one. I love it. For the important, you know. For the children to love 1, 2, 3, 4, and people are stressed, you know. That's why millionaires, owners of the NFL, NHL, MLB, NBA, you know. People like, you know, we have that. I'm not a big fan of baseball, you know. Dancing is my favorite sport, but supposedly Ohtani was, not to name names or anything, but supposedly one of the biggest contracts in sports histories, and the owners, you know, you can. If I would have been a billionaire, now I guess we got 6 days left, but at the beginning of October, do it in my memory, you know, continue every October, because Halloween I love. I'm probably going to propose, on Halloween. I'm going to third time, maybe I'm going to get a yes the third time. Going to get a yes the third time. Going to maybe write an officiatum letter. Officiatum letter. Lettr, a letter. Officiatum letter. Look at that, isn't it? Gotta get that beautiful. Look at that. That's nice, man. I love Halloween. You know, and that's just how it is. I just love Halloween, man. The color, sometimes more colorful. They don't have to be all dark, you know, because sometimes there's just the color in them are so nice. So it's not all dark, not all, you know. Some of them LGBTQ theme, you know, just I love, and being part of the LGBTQ community myself, you know. It's just we got with that, and it's just we doing on that October a little bit of mowing of the lawn. Smells good. The last one I'm gonna see this year, 2025. Love you, cousin, brother, uncle there. Did that work? I guess is the last one I haven't seen in a while. I haven't seen anybody mowing the lawn in, well, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Last time I saw. No, I saw 4 days ago. I saw somebody 4 days ago maybe. Gotta double check on my. I'm not gonna double check really because some of my videos are long, you know, marching long. But I'm gonna go check that. Halloween, man, I love Halloween, you know, and that's why if you're a millionaire, billionaire, I would have wanted them to finance, you know, across Canada, United States. I would have done with community organizations, which we have a few, and I volunteered in the past with many, to just go door to door. But it takes initiative and it takes action and brains. But if I would have been a billionaire, that's what capital money is for. I would have financed people to go and door to door. I would have hired some people, put some youth to work, said, hey, you got 2 weeks, I'm going to pay you this. I guess 25 an hour, you just go door to door, you know, or whatever, and then you inquire if they want to get credited to put Halloween, just like this one, Halloween, just like this one, see? Halloween, nice, I love it. That was nice, you know, just to put like that one, Halloween, you know. I would have asked, of course, if they want to put the Halloween decorations, they would have got a credit, let's say $10, $15 for decorations, or 20, and then, you know, 20, let's say $44 each household, $44, some Canadian each household, and 44 US counterbalance, and say, hey, you got to spend this amount, 40% of the 44 you spend maximum on decorations, and the rest on candies, and you get credited. And we give you the money, but then you have to show us proof, you know, because we're gonna check. So to be as accountability, to have some accountability, not to waste the money. Because if it's for that purpose, I would have done for the children, you know. because a lot of families are struggling financially. So that's what I would have done myself. I would have went myself to work with the team I would have hired. We would have went across the city and say, hey, here's the deal. I'm gonna put a budget. I'm gonna put if I would have been a billionaire, I would have put a few millions, you know, because it's you know, well, of course there's for us Telemites, you know, there's the equinox. It's March 20th, and then there's, you know, April 8th, 9th, 10th, you know, the Aprils, and then there's Crawley Mass and all that. But Halloween is top 5 for me. Top 5 for me, you know. Top 5 for me with that, and that's what it is. And the top 5 for that we go, and that's what we got, you know, on the go with that. And so I gotta get that drilling, man. That's why I gotta get that drilling with that, man, you know. And it's always butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, and the firefighters, the lovers, and all those involved in the production, distribution of food, you know, for the squirrels. And that's what we got together here, you know. We got some squirrels. Hey, squirrel. I don't want to bother the squirrel, so I'm just gonna put the garbage on the other side. The squirrel, man, he just jumped off. Beautiful squirrels, eh? We got squirrels that are just dorming around. We got lots of squirrels, actually. It's quite interesting that they are here, you know. They're present, not just squirrels, of course, but we got, so it's not just squirrels, really. It's a whole bunch of animals that we have in Montreal. Whole bunch, eh? Whole bunch. Really lots, you know? We got rabbits, you know? We got rabbits. Bunnies, rabbits. Bunnies, rabbits, you know? Yeah, we have bunnies, you know what I mean? Bunnies. We do, actually. We have bunnies. Believe it or not, we have bunnies. Many bunnies. Many bunnies. That's it, you know. See, we got the voting here, and we got voting there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say. I was gonna do the any, mini, miny, mo with who I'm gonna vote. That's not the same one as this one. That was Stephanie. This one's, I'm not sure which one that was. I don't really know. To be honest, I have no idea with whom I'm gonna vote. I have really no idea. I have really no idea. I mean, I haven't decided yet, you know. Maybe later. Maybe later, you know. Pasta. Crazy, man. Sorry, guys. Let's say which one you're the cheapest ones, more affordable ones are here. That's $379, eh? $379. We're gonna go by the cheapest. Cheapest are $299, eh? Get these ones. Yeah, that's a $299 Canadian, man. gonna get the last one, you know. Yeah, this is an Aspie thing, you know. This is Asperger's. Don't ask. It is Asperger's. We do weird things. We do weird, strange things. And this is why I came, you know. Really. Wait, I came for the pizza, right? Pizza. That's what I came for. So we can get that here. Oh, this is a good deal. Gonna get 4. Spinaci from my anonymous friend likes that. And the less cavolo and something new. I want something new. Pesto, pepperoni, bacon. Cavolo we got. Cavolo, pepperoni, margherita. Mozzarella. Mozzarella is mozzarella. Casa di Mama. Okay, this one. Made in Canada. The other ones are not made in Canada. Yeah, they're all Canada. All Canada. Not all though, are they? Some are not. This one we're gonna get Cavolo, supposedly has bacon in it, so that's it. Casa di Mama. These 4. And one more thing I gotta get. One more thing, where's the cheese? Mozzarella cheese, man. For my anonymous friend, that's what we got. And you want me to get it for you? You're good? Okay, you're welcome. She dropped them. I said maybe to bend, you know, it's more difficult for senior citizens, you know. Why? Not that bad, I guess, for a big one, eh? So then we do one mozzarella and one we're gonna get one for the jack, eh? We're gonna get 1 jack. Then we save, I guess. So 12, so 6, 7. So we save $3 if we get, right? Don't ask me, but I do that calculation right away. So if you get 2 for 11 or $7 each, 7 times 2, that's 14. So if we get 2, we save $3, $1.50 each. Just which one I'm gonna take? I'm gonna take the cheddar one or something. Old cheddar. Extra 4. Monterey Jack. I'm gonna go with the green. That's it. Can I have a try?
Which one do you want to try?
Oh, it's not cheese.
No, it's yogurt.
Oh, it's yogurt. Okay, yeah.
You want to try?
Yeah. You don't have chocolate?
No, it's just strawberry.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Oh, I thought it was little pieces of cheese, okay?
No, it looks like that, eh?
Yeah. Is it good?
It's pretty good, yeah. It's not that bad.
Not bad? But usually I buy the, this is like small, right? You only have the small?
Yeah.
Thanks. Cheers.
No problem.
Nah, so.
Yeah.
So. I like them thicker.
Yeah, there's not too much flavor.
I like them thicker. Thanks, buddy. Where can I drop this? It's a bit cold though. Bye, bud. Take care. How much is it? How much is one?
One of that is 97 cents, but...
Oh, that's good. Oh, it's not bad. 97 cents is not bad.
No, but this is for the other product, because or else it would be free, you know. So.
Okay. Have a nice day. Hard to kill. Hello. La carte. I'm just gonna put everything in. Je vais juste mettre tout ça dedans. C'est un bon prix.
Oui, c'est bon.
C'est tout à 4 $, hein? Tout à 4.
3,45.
Et ça, c'est en spécial. J'ai-tu le 2 pour 11?
Oui, c'est parce que le changement de marque, après ça.
Ok, c'est comme ça que vous le marquez. C'est pour ça que je voyais 6,99. Ok. Fait quand ça scanne, après ça, ils mettent après. Ok. C'est bon, c'est bon. Fait que la carte, moi, je vais vous donner ça tout de suite. Combien ça vaut tout?
27,87.
27,87. Et voilà.
Et c'est début?
Non, je vais vous payer comptant. Je peux vous payer comptant?
Oui.
$20, 20. Another 10. $30, merci. Fait que vous me donnez 2 et 13.
J'ai déjà mis
Merci mon cher, thank you. Hope you get a raise. Bye. Bienvenue. Là-bas. There we go. We got everything we needed. Went a bit over budget, you know. Slightly over budget, but I double check, you know, to get it on the go, you know, with that. Always get that rock and roll, but hey, I got 4 pizzas, right? Always check the bills, eh? Because sometimes it's not the people who make the mistake, it's just the machines. Watch it, it's on red. It's machines, eh? Sometimes the machine, they don't register the amount that's made for the special. So I checked often, you gotta check yourself, but sometimes the machine just doesn't register. It's not, see here, for example, how you registered. For example, because you see $6.99, but they registered the special afterwards, see? Let me show you. There. That's how they put the special on. So it adds up, eh? It adds up. That's what it is with that, and that's how we gotta get doing with that drill, you know, is to get it on the go. So that's why they gotta get drilling with that, man, you know. That's how we gotta get on that drill, you know. So here we are, you know, 24/7. Gotta get, hey, Sabbath, I split anyways with my anonymous friend and gave me $5, but it's a little bit over on that, and that's all we got, you know. And that was French boy. Salut, ça va bien? Ouais, financièrement, comme ci, comme ça, mais je m'en vais à l'entraînement, fait que ça va. Salut! That's what I said. I said, hello there, my uncle, and he said, hello, hello, and I said, oh, I'm not that good financially, but financièrement, they laughed. They said, we're not, but by the smile, they probably said, we're not doing any better. My brothers and sisters, you know, we gotta get that rock and roll for the North American Collective, you know. Always for the 10, the 50, and the 3, you know. Always for the butchers, the bakers, the nurses, and the doctors, the electricians, the plumbers, the welders here. Gotta get it always for the drill here as we go, you know. And I gotta get the North American Rehabilitation Act, my DRT theory. Support the DRT theory, and if they kiss, that makes my day. It's gonna be my day a little bit, or not, even if not, I guess. A bit of hug. I always love to see a little bit of that rock and roll like that. You know? It's always good to see, you know, some loving. Some loving is always nice. But if, it's not all about the money. That's all we got, man. Loving, man, love good, man. That's good. And public affection, that's what within, of course, within, hugging, kissing, petting, caressing. That's something what gives me hope, I guess. That's worth fighting for. And I love to matchmake, but me, you're 18 plus, though. You gotta be 18 plus, and if you're black and white or rainbow, well, you gotta, whatever, some part of the LGBTQ community. You're a man, you're a woman, black, white, or rainbow. That's how we do it, Well, I'm in the open for more than 11 years now, but I don't know before, because my memory before January, February 2014, it's kind of on a blackout, I have problems remembering my life. It's like I have information from accounts from diaries, but some of them got destroyed because I spilled coffee on them, coffee. So, but that's a long time ago, so it doesn't really matter. What matters is now, and I live for today with hope for tomorrow, When I see a little bit of loving there, some signs of loving, that gives me hope. Salute. With consent, hug like you never hugged before is the main message. And please don't be so selfish, millionaires, business. We gotta rebalance the public and the private. I don't want to go on my regular weekday rants, because today it's all more about resting. But there's people at work, There's people working, and look at that beautiful flowers there. See, there's people working and resting, and getting on that drill there. And I love to matchmake myself. So if you're already in a couple, you're good. And I know it's tough times economically, financially for Canada. It's unprecedented, but recent memory again. My memory, sometimes memory comes back. Well, January, February 2014, before like winter 2014. But considering that we're in October 2025, that's more than 11 years and a half ago. More than 11 years and 7 months, going on 8 months, because it's like March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So yeah, it's wow, it's already more than 11 years and 7 months ago. I used to live in a very moldy place. I moved from there, I was like a tight prison cell. I always say I serve my time, I guess. Goddess, it's always God bless, Goddess kiss. God bless, Goddess kiss. GODD says, got those trillions of kisses, pledge your allegiance. Legions are friends with benefits only. Don't waste my time, I won't waste yours. Friends with benefits only, Look at these. I did a couple. You're a happy couple here. You're a happy couple holding hands. See, they're even holding hands, so about to get a kiss or something. So that's always got that rock and roll with that. And that's always on the spider. And those are, one is happy, one is looks like it's just moody from eating something. One is grinning, one is upset, one is angry. You're angry, eh? What are you angry about, eh? What are you smiling about, eh? And that one looks like is in love. And one is looking like he ate something bad, So all those 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, they all got special different facial expressions, So that's quite something. Here we got a Florida State Seminoles. And I love football, but dancing is my favorite sport. And you look at this beauty, it's gorgeous there. Mother Nature, a great artist and activist. And take a look at those 4 5s. Gotta turn your heads left or right before you cross the street. And here's a one way. They got a bumper there. See the bumper? They gotta slow down. They gotta slow down because there's a bumper, So that's all we got there with the rock and roll. And here, these all look the same. I thought they were 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but they're actually 5. But they're cool also, eh? Just red and grinning. That's what I like, the variety. There's so much variety with there, So I love Halloween, Like I said, if I would have been a man, I would have loved to get on the drill with that. And that red, I love red, so it's always good. And it's always gonna go eat some pizzas and meditate and rest, Meditate. And now we gotta, geopolitically for us, our importance being the North American collective, and then for world peace and moving towards passing by that NATO protocols. But of course now the interruption of the trade deals with Canada. That's the trade talks. And Granddaddy Trump, since 2018, that's a mistake to impose tariffs on Canada, but definitely following like my auntie Christian Freeland said wisely a few months ago, that the incoming administration, because Trump wasn't sworn in, but of course she stated clearly in simple 4 words, is going to pursue an aggressive national nationalist economic policies he's going to pursue. Trump administration, and Trump is going to pursue an aggressive economic nationalist policies. And that's what it is, economic nationalism, basically. Tariffs, that's where you describe it in more academic, scholarly terms. So Auntie Freeland was right in many ways. I also did not predict, I did not predict Trump's re-election. I'm an independent geopolitical theoretical analyst, theorist, philosopher, and thinker strategist. But I predicted a World War III in 2019. I have the proof. I predicted an international conflagration in 2019, so ever since then I created a workout training program system, and I rock and roll. That's my trinity. As an Aspie, I have these, look at those, I have these ritual routines. Aspies were neurodivergent, and now I was they were discussing that the unemployment level went up, and of course, are you looking for somebody to help you sometimes with your work?
I have somebody.
You got? Okay, you're welcome. Have a nice day. See, there's another vote here. Vote. See, they're voting. I'm not gonna make a decision yet. I'm gonna probably wait until last minute, I saw somebody there who was doing some work, and I think he just came from work, and I was asking if... Okay, so the unemployment level for neurotypicals, you to 99%, with which we have to build bridges. Interesting that I said 99%, although I see blur, see 99. You to 99%. So we gotta build the bridges, the bridges with you to 99%ers. Look at this. Love it. See, I would have liked to finance. If I would have been a millionaire, and I'm not totally selfless, I'm not totally selfless. I like my wafers, like my chocolates. I would love to get a massage therapy session regularly because can't afford the massage therapy sessions. But see, those are the drills we gotta get on that confirmation, and that's how we gotta get on those drills for the left and for the left or for the right, and for, of course, all those environmental aspects where we are now. This is really nice here. I really love it. You like it, eh? Yeah. This is really nice, Just gotta love it on that drill with that, and just gotta be on that go, always 24/7, and that's how we gotta get on that drill and rock and roll. And for the butchers, the bakers, the nurses, the doctors, the firefighters, the plumbers, the electricians, and all those involved in the production, distribution of food. And that one you gotta go see for yourself. Here you gotta be careful because there's no stop from this side. See, these cars is in one way have a stop, but here is a dangerous corner because there's no stop there. See. That's why the other day my auntie wanted to cross on the other side, so I said, of course, it's something which we have, of course, to do nothing, and that's what it is here, man. See? It's nice, see? There they got, for the left and for the right, and for the middle, for the butchers, for the nurses, for the firefighters, the electricians, and the plumbers. You gotta check a little bit of that rock and roll, That's what it is, man. And the third one here, the children are gonna love this trinity. I call it a trinity, but it's actually fourth because there's a fourth one there. So it's actually four kind of in a row, eh? Look at that. Hey, what you looking about? What you angry about? Angry rat. You're upset. What you angry about? What you grinning for? Yeah, that's a nice Halloween, That's what it is with that, and that's what it got, man, So that's just how we gotta get doing, of course, in this position, and that's just how we gotta get doing with the drill. So it's left, right, and here is a dangerous corner because, again, there's a stop, right? There's no stop, right? So we gotta get on that drill. So that's how there's the fourth one. It's on the other side, So there's on the fourth one. We gotta get it on the left and on the right, and that's what we got, on the drill. And it's something which we have, of course, to do. And here it is, the fourth one. That was nice, really nice, That's what it is with that, man, That's how we gotta get on that rock and roll over here. Here we got, left, right. These are really gorgeous. Just so nice here. Those yellow ones are super nice, so please don't pollute here. Oh, wow, these bloom late. I can't believe it. Late bloomers, late bloomers, late bloomers, late bloomers. I love you, you love me, we love each other. Let it be. Late bloomers. Thank you, workers who, of course, who of course planted them, eh? Wow. So of course don't pollute, because that's a public garden. It's for us all. And these are still standing in the month of the Scorpio. First Sabbath of the Scorpio. A few more to go. Full moon Scorpio, gotta do that big cleaning. And you know, if I don't propose, get a yes. Maybe the fourth time in December 24th, I'm gonna propose again. December 24th, 25th. You know? December 24th, 25th. Maybe on the 31st, I'm gonna send a letter and an email to my anonymous friend and say that the proposal for an engagement to get married is still on the table. And then again, 24th and 25th, you know. And then if I get still a no or refusal, then April 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and then March 20th, and then June 21st, and then July 1st, July 4th. Stay puffy. It always looks happy. You're a happy, joyous fella. What you got to worry about? You ain't got no bills to pay. I'm so glad, so joyous that there's lots of Halloween, you know? Lots of Halloween decorations this year. I mean, last year was quite a few, of course, but, you know, just to celebrate, and people who don't want to celebrate, just don't celebrate, you know, that's fine. Because there's a lot of financial stress. That's why if I would have been a man and been there, you know, it's one of those holidays that not all people dress like demons and witches and vampires and ghosts. Those four, the more dark ones, you know, see, I was saying the witches, demons and ghosts and vampires. Some dress like clowns, eh? I'm gonna be Rainbow Dracula, Rainbow Vampire, basically, because I'm gonna wear that mask and God, and that's how we gotta get on that drill for the go, and for the left and for the right, and for the butchers and for the bakers and for the nurses and all those doctors, firefighters and the plumbers and all those involved in the production, distribution of food now. So this is for the food there, we gotta get it on the go, and that's why we gotta get drilling on that, you know, for the left and for the right. And here we're gonna see if there's something in the fridge, and gotta get a little bit of bread, you know. If you want to get some bread there, you can get some bread. Actually, I'm gonna get some bread because I don't have bread, so that's what I need. Gonna get some bread. Can I see a bread? See? Yeah, bread I need. Bread I need, so it's gonna be bread. I'm gonna get one for me. One for my friend. There we go. So this is bread. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See? I wish I could fill it up. That's bread, and there's bread there, so that's good. Got some bread, and that's we're gonna cross to check that one out, and that was a big biggie, you know. To love a little bit of that rock and roll with that, and that's just what we're gonna get doing, of course, on the drill, and on the left and on the right and in the middle, and that's what we got, you know. B2B, LOVE for the firefighters, the butchers, the bakers, the nurses, the doctors, the plumbers, the electricians, and all those involved in the production, distribution of food right here. Yeah, this is what I want to see. Look at that. Hey, what you doing? Really nice. So tall, maybe 7'7", 7'8", 7'10". I'm not sure exactly, but it's 7'7". You guys built this one? It's really nice, you know. Oh, he's got some spiders there on the top. It's really huge, 7-8 feet, whatever the case may be. It's really huge. Look at the skeletons right there, of course, on the drill with that, and it's so big. So that's why we gotta get drilling on that, and so we gotta get drilling on the go. You know, so it's also something which we gotta get that circumcision, of course, for the left and the right, and in the middle, and in the left and in the right, and on those butchers, bakers, nurses, you know. That's what I get doing, you know. Like your hat, man. Punisher. Sometimes you gotta do that, eh? Love you. Sometimes we gotta do that, Bill. Sometimes we gotta punish. Unforgive, man. Unforgive. Some people deserve second chances. Others don't. Third and fourth chances. Maybe some more than others. Less than some. Watch those steps, there's a car coming. Salute. Peace and rejoice. Stern warrior. And the stern warrior. Then we shall have peace and rejoicing. And the stern warrior will seem as the gentlest child. Sometimes we cry, don't we? Even warriors cry, motherfuckers. Warriors cry. Even warriors cry. It's cry. Even warriors cry. Warriors cry. Warriors. Even warriors cry, even warriors cry. I'ma live free until I die. With some justice and some brave. Always loving, don't be sane. Sane. With some justice and some pain. Pain. With some justice and some pain. Pain. With some justice and some pain. It's not all for the glory or the money. My goddess can't be you by force. Only by loving. It's a nice color. Hello? Hello? Excuse me? I'll ask if she brought this. Hi. I found this on the corner. Is this yours? No? Gonna put it there back on the corner, you know. Put it there on the corner. Right here. Still there. And they were there. There we go, on the corner. Like warriors. Warriors. $154 went up. Doesn't move for scenes, okay. Yeah. Well, I had company. Thank you, my other friend, the lion. And the tree. This reminds me of a past life in ancient Egypt, where even the pharaohs had to observe and establish the laws of Mat. And then join to it. Given to the ones who work is fit, as fit, is fit, is fit, is fit, as fit, is fit, as fit. What are you guys so happy about? Pledge your allegiance to our family. Adrian, Hannah, Dragon Special. Kisses from the goddess, always God bless. Goddess kiss. And Saturday, October 25th. Got that pizza. And look at these.